You don't even need to step inside a home. Just by looking at the front door, you can already sense whether that household is thriving or declining. It may sound unbelievable, but the doorway is the very place that sends out the strongest signals to the universe. If the entrance is bright, clean, and well cared for, it acts like an open invitation for luck and opportunities to enter. But if the front is cluttered, old, or heavy with stagnant energy, it's as if you've hung up an invisible sign that says, "Good fortune, don't stop here." In today's video, I'll reveal 8 things you should never place in front of your door, because they could be the silent culprits draining away your money and opportunities. And to kickstart a fresh flow of energy right now, drop a comment with this powerful affirmation: I transform my doorway into a gateway that welcomes prosperity and peace. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll always stay updated with practical Feng Shui wisdom, helping you open the door to a luckier, fuller, and more harmonious life every single day. Your front door isn't just where you walk in and out every day. In Feng Shui, it's considered both the heart and the mouth of the home, the space where outside energy meets inside energy, deciding the flow of prosperity, health, and harmony for your entire family. If this heart is strong and vibrant, you'll feel peace, your work will flow smoothly, and money will naturally stay with you. But if this entrance is blocked, neglected, or weighed down with stagnant energy, then no matter how hard you work, luck will rarely stay for long. Picture this. A special guest comes to your home. The first thing they see is a torn welcome mat, some old junk tossed around, and dim flickering lights. Do you think they'll still feel excited to walk inside? Luck works in exactly the same way. It seeks places that are bright, clean, and full of positive energy. But if the very first impression is clutter, decay, or gloom, then luck simply turns around and leaves. Here's a truth most people overlook. Whatever you place at your front door doesn't just create an impression for guests, it also shapes the energy flow of your entire household. Some items may seem harmless, but in Feng Shui, they can silently drain wealth, stall opportunities, and hold back prosperity. Let's uncover the 8 things you should absolutely avoid placing in front of your home if you want your doorway to become a gateway to abundance. 1. Forgotten packages and uncollected flyers. One of the most common sights in American homes is packages from Amazon, UPS boxes, or piles of flyers and magazines left sitting by the front door. For many, it's just a sign of being too busy to tidy up. But in Feng Shui, these symbolize delay and neglect. They send out an invisible message that the homeowner is not ready to welcome new opportunities. Think about how guests feel when they see a soggy box left out in the rain, or a pile of junk mail scattered on the porch. Their first impression? Disorder and disregard. Luck and opportunity respond the same way. They pass right by instead of staying. The solution is simple. Keep your entryway clear every day. Bring packages inside as soon as they arrive, and toss unwanted flyers right away. When you keep your doorway neat and bright, you're sending a clear message to the universe. I am ready to welcome opportunities and prosperity. 2. A squeaky door with rusty hinges. Your front door is the very first thing you and your guests touch every day. If it creaks loudly or drags with rusty hinges, it's not just a minor inconvenience, it's a sign of neglect. In Feng Shui, that screeching noise is seen as resistance, blocking the smooth flow of positive energy into your home. It creates a heavy feeling right at the entrance, making it harder for wealth and ease to stay. To a guest, a rusty, squeaky door feels like a warning that the home is poorly cared for. And if the doorway itself is neglected, they'll wonder about the rest of the house. The energy of the universe reacts the same way. It prefers to linger where things are smooth, clean, and welcoming. Fixing this is easy. Wipe away dust, oil the hinges, or replace them if needed. Just one small action can turn that unpleasant creak into a calm silence. A door that opens smoothly is more than just convenience. It's an invitation for opportunity and good fortune to enter with ease. 3. Dim lighting or burned-out bulbs. When approaching a home, the very first thing most people notice isn't the door or the welcome mat. It's the lighting. If your entryway is poorly lit or the bulb is burned out, the first impression is gloom and lifelessness. In Feng Shui, light symbolizes clarity, guidance, and hope. A dark entrance is like hanging up a sign that says, "Opportunities are not welcome here." For visitors, darkness brings hesitation, even unease. For positive energy, it acts like an invisible barrier, preventing prosperity from flowing in. Dim lighting can also lower the mood of the homeowners, making daily life feel heavier and less inspired. The fix is simple. Check your porch light regularly, replace bulbs as soon as they weaken or burn out, and choose warm, welcoming lighting. A well-lit entryway not only makes your home look inviting, but also acts as a friendly signal to luck and opportunity. Come on in. 4. Outdated or broken decorations. Many people keep old wreaths, faded welcome signs, or leftover holiday decorations hanging at the front without realizing they've become worn out and broken. For guests, that sight feels like a reminder that the house has been forgotten in the past. In Feng Shui, outdated decorations carry stagnant energy. They slow down the flow of prosperity and keep you stuck in an old, unproductive state. Picture a faded welcome sign or a broken wind chime hanging on the porch. Instead of being inviting, they silently send the message that the homeowners don't pay attention to details. This affects not just the impression of visitors, but also how positive energy responds. It won't want to linger. The solution? Refresh your decorations regularly. Choose items that are bright, intact, and carry uplifting messages. They don't need to be fancy, just neat, clean, and intentional. A cared-for entryway is like a warm greeting to your guests and a powerful invitation for opportunities and wealth to step into your home. 5. Stagnant water or dirty puddles. An entrance with standing water after rain or long-neglected puddles can quickly strip away the sense of cleanliness. In Feng Shui, water represents the flow of wealth. When water becomes stagnant, it mirrors blockages, preventing good fortune from moving freely. Instead of attracting prosperity, dirty puddles send out feelings of stagnation and heaviness. Guests will definitely feel uncomfortable seeing messy puddles at your doorstep. For good energy, it's like hitting a closed gate, causing luck to wander elsewhere. Stagnant water also breeds mosquitoes and bad odors, adding even more negative energy to your home. The remedy is clear. Keep your drainage system working properly. Wipe away standing water quickly and ensure your porch stays dry. Adding a small potted plant nearby can refresh the space. A clean, dry entrance is like a sparkling stream, guiding luck and abundance directly into your home. 6. Smelly or misplaced trash bins. Your entrance is the face of your home. But if a trash can sits right by the door, especially one that gives off unpleasant odors, it ruins the entire welcoming feel. In Feng Shui, garbage represents waste and depletion. When it's placed where energy and visitors first arrive, it pushes luck away instead of keeping it in. Guests certainly won't feel comfortable if the first thing they encounter is the smell of trash. It creates a negative impression, while also surrounding your home with unwanted energy. Worse, messy bins attract insects, further degrading the cleanliness of your space. The solution: keep trash bins out of sight, empty them regularly, and keep them clean. Use tight lids and deodorizers if needed. An entryway free from the sight and smell of garbage instantly creates a pleasant impression, opening the door for luck and prosperity to come closer. 7. Shoes scattered at the door. Sometimes shoes left in a messy pile by the front door can make the entryway look disorderly and neglected. To visitors, this creates the impression that the household lacks care and organization. In Feng Shui, the main entrance draws in positive energy. When piles of shoes block it, it's like building a barrier that prevents luck and prosperity from stepping inside. Shoes carry dust and dirt from the outside world. Leaving them cluttered at the doorstep is like inviting heavy, stagnant energy into your living space. Over time, this not only affects the harmony of the household, but also weighs down the emotional atmosphere inside. The fix is easy. Organize shoes neatly in a cabinet, rack, or covered box. If needed, place a clean mat for wiping feet before entering. A tidy entrance conveys welcome while clearing the way for luck and positive energy to flow freely into your home. 8. Dead or withered plants at the door. Green plants symbolize life and growth, but if your doorway displays dead or withering plants, yellowed leaves, or lifeless pots, it sends the opposite message: decline and depleted energy. In Feng Shui, dried or dead plants represent stagnation and blocked flow. They can stop prosperity from entering your home. To visitors, a dead plant feels sad and uninviting. Energetically, it acts as a negative reminder, discouraging abundance from staying. The remedy is simple: remove dead plants immediately and replace them with fresh, healthy greenery. Choose easy-to-care-for plants with lush green leaves or vibrant blooms to radiate positivity. A doorway decorated with thriving plants is like hanging a welcome sign for wealth, luck, and good energy to flow in. Final reflection. Looking back at these 8 don'ts for your front door, you can see they're not just about appearances. Each detail carries deep, energetic meaning. From forgotten packages and smelly trash cans to dead plants, all of them act as signs that block luck and drain vitality from the home. Feng Shui emphasizes that the front door is the mouth of energy, the gateway where life force enters. When this area is bright, organized, and full of freshness, you're opening the way for opportunity, prosperity, and positivity to flow in. But when it's cluttered, neglected, or filled with negative symbols, you're unconsciously building a barrier against your own happiness and success. So take a look at your entryway today. With just a few simple changes, you can transform it into a starting point for luck, abundance, and good energy to pour into your home and into your life. Now it's time to move beyond just talking about the problem and take action. By making a few intentional changes, you can transform your front entrance into a space that welcomes positive energy and fresh opportunities. Feng Shui isn't something distant or complicated. In reality, just a few small, simple adjustments can create a huge difference. Your entryway is like a mirror reflecting your inner life. When it's bright, clean, and full of vitality, you are sending out a clear signal that you're ready to welcome prosperity, peace, and wonderful opportunities. And it all begins with small steps, starting today. 1. Refresh regularly. One of the most important habits is to prevent your entryway from looking old, messy, or neglected. Many people unintentionally let flyers, junk mail, or unopened packages pile up near the door. That's not just clutter, it makes the house feel abandoned. Make it a habit to check this space at least once a week. If there are old leaflets, junk mail, or forgotten packages, remove them immediately. Picture yourself stepping through the doorway to a clear, tidy space. The lightness you feel is the flow of new energy being unblocked. Symbolically, this simple act is you clearing out the old and making room for new opportunities and fresh luck. 2. Keep it bright and clean. Light has always been a symbol of life, hope, and positive energy. A dark entrance not only makes guests feel uneasy, but also discourages good energy from finding its way in. If your entryway lacks lighting, install a wall light or add solar-powered lamps along the pathway. These small touches make a striking difference. The space becomes brighter, warmer, and more welcoming. Cleanliness is just as crucial. A dusty doormat, dirty doorstep, or smudged glass door can all block positive energy. Regularly sweep, wipe, and polish to keep everything fresh and inviting. When your entrance is bright and clean, you're sending this silent message: this home is always open to good things. 3. Arrange items properly. Many households leave shoes, bikes, or even trash bins directly by the front door. While convenient, in Feng Shui this creates clutter and blocks the flow of good energy. The solution is simple. If you often leave shoes outside, invest in a covered shoe rack or a neat storage box, both practical and attractive. If a trash bin must stay nearby, use one with a tight lid and position it out of direct sight from the entrance. Large items like bicycles should be stored in the garage or another space, not right by the main door. With just a little organization, the entryway shifts from cluttered to orderly, instantly changing the atmosphere for both you and your guests. 4. Replace dying plants with fresh ones. Plants are more than decoration. They're powerful symbols of life, growth, and prosperity. A healthy, vibrant plant placed by the front door acts like a fresh greeting, bringing vitality to the entire home. But a wilted or yellowing plant sends a very different message: depletion, stagnation, and neglect. If you love greenery at your entrance, choose easy care plants like pothos, ferns, or seasonal flowers. Most importantly, pay attention to their condition. The moment a plant begins to wither, replace it right away. Caring for your plants is also a way of infusing your space with living energy. A thriving plant doesn't just look beautiful, it quietly affirms, this home is full of life and ready to receive abundance. 5. Add welcoming touches. Your front door is more than just an entry point. It's the face of your home. So add elements that make it feel warm, friendly, and inviting. A clean doormat with a cheerful welcome instantly sets a positive tone. A wind chime with a clear, gentle sound not only beautifies the space, but also helps clear heavy energy, encouraging good qi to linger. Seasonal flowers or symbolic decorations can also be added, so long as they feel harmonious and pleasant. Each small detail is like a subtle invitation. Come in. This home is always ready to welcome you, and good fortune too. The key takeaway: what matters most is not just cleaning once and then forgetting about it, but turning the care of your entryway into a regular habit. This isn't just about tidiness. It's a powerful way of sending a clear signal to the universe. I am ready to welcome luck, peace, and new opportunities. When you intentionally create harmony at your doorstep, your entire home and your life begin to shift in a positive direction. And remember, every big transformation starts with very small steps. The moment you keep this habit alive, you'll notice positive energy spreading stronger and stronger throughout your home and throughout your life. When people hear about Feng Shui, many often think it's just about arranging furniture to look nice or keeping things tidy. But in truth, behind every detail and every action lies a deeper meaning, a reflection of how we live and how we relate to the world. Your front entrance is like a gateway connecting the outer world to your inner life. If this space is bright and harmonious, you're sending out a positive message. You know how to care for yourself, your family, and you're ready to open up to new opportunities. On the other hand, a cluttered, dark doorway unknowingly signals that negative energy has been allowed to take the place of something good. In Feng Shui, balance is always at the core. The front door is the channel where qi, the invisible life energy, flows most powerfully. It's like the breath of the home. If that breath is blocked by trash, dirt, or misplaced objects, the entire house is affected. But when the entrance is open, clean, and filled with light, good qi flows freely, bringing peace and comfort to everyone who crosses the threshold. On a deeper level, maintaining your entryway reflects your attitude toward life. Those who refresh and organize this space are often the same people who refresh their own mindset, knowing how to release old burdens to make space for new possibilities. That is a true symbol of growth and readiness for the future. Think of your doorway as a small daily ritual. Each time you open the door and step inside, remind yourself, this is the moment I leave behind the dust of the outside world and enter a space filled with peace. When your mindset shifts, your home itself becomes a sanctuary, nurturing positive energy. The ultimate philosophy is this: a small change in your surroundings can trigger a great transformation within, and once your inner world is brightened, the entire world around you begins to shift in beautiful ways. Let's look at the story of Linda, a single woman in her early 50s, living in a small suburban home. Linda was once cheerful and full of life, but in recent years, she felt increasingly stuck. Her job stalled, her finances were unstable, and her relationships slowly grew distant. She couldn't understand why she was constantly exhausted and unmotivated. One day, during a conversation with a close friend, Linda heard about Feng Shui and the importance of the front entrance. At first, she was skeptical, but she decided to take a closer look at her own doorway. What she saw shocked her. Piles of dry leaves and dust had gathered for months, broken items sat untouched, and her old welcome mat, torn and worn, had been there for years without being replaced. That day, Linda decided to make a change. She swept away the leaves, cleaned the wooden door, threw out broken objects, bought a fresh new mat, and placed a bright potted flower by the entrance. The work took only one afternoon, but when it was done, Linda felt lighter, almost as if a heavy burden had been lifted from her shoulders. Within weeks, her life began to shift. She slept better, her mood stabilized, and new opportunities unexpectedly appeared. An old friend reconnected with her, leading to a part-time job she genuinely enjoyed. Linda's story proves this simple truth. Refreshing your front entrance doesn't just change how your home looks, it changes the flow of energy, and with it, the direction of your life. In the end, always remember, your front door is the very first place where the universe knocks. It's not just an entry and exit point. It's the meeting place for opportunities, blessings, and peace. When you care for this space with love and intention, you're planting seeds for a life filled with luck and prosperity. Each small action, sweeping the walkway, replacing an old plant, or hanging a gentle wind chime, is like an invitation to positive energy. And when these little habits are done consistently, they create powerful transformation, both in your home and in your soul. If you found these insights valuable, be sure to subscribe to the channel so we can continue this journey together. And leave a comment with this uplifting affirmation: I welcome fresh energy and wonderful opportunities into my life. That's how you begin a new chapter, with your door wide open to light, joy, and abundance waiting to greet you.